Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Williams looking for a man. Quick strike complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. On the run, it's Edwards. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25.
There he goes! Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. After run, now throw. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Williams will pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolute shank. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it all right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's low. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Williams looking for a man. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Husky.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Moore to the air. Unloads it left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up. But he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Now on the move. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. This quarterback part of their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Williams will pass. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throwing right. It's complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Hill. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moore will throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Leaves it with the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. They get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Handoff to the single back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Williams looking for a man. Quickly out to the tight end. They are able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Williams will pass. Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Williams looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. A strike downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Williams will pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. He's out past the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. Moore to the air. A little screen to the running back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Casper. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move their defensive lineman out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in, it's Boston. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Edwards. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Huskies. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback will keep it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Moore will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Casper. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Ducks will go for it here on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback running on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Davison. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. They go to the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the back. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
Moore to the air. Escapes the sack. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Williams will pass. Got him downfield. Smashes through the tackle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The inside handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. This quarterback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They'll try to add another to their lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner will be brought down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Moore will throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
He makes a catch. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And some room to work. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got some room, it was over. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback making checks. Off play action on first down. Got a man, it's low. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Moore to the air. Here's the heat. Now adjusting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. He's got it. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. It is steeped in animosity and laced in bitterness, and in this one, it is crowned with victory for Washington as the Huskies take down the Ducks. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet.